As my colleague mentioned, Greece basically abolished the monetary policy and exchange policy instrument upon entry into the euro area. The good news, of course, is that currently the European Central Bank has provided significant enough signals that they will basically thinking to ease further monetary policy. So at some point, most probably before year end, we will see some further policy accommodation, probably a further extension of the quantitative easing program. And this is good news because the combination of quantitative easing, very easy monetary policies, and of course lower oil and commodity prices have facilitated a bottoming out of recession in a number of euro area countries. To provide a few examples, let's talk about the three big economies in the euro area. Germany, for instance, we are seeing very strong signals of a pickup in private consumption this year. Private consumption in Germany is expected to grow by 1%. Real GDP growth is expected to amount to 1.7% both this year and the next. In Italy, the easy monetary policy has been instrumental in supporting credit creation, and it appears that we have already seen the bottom of the credit cycle in Italy. Spain is expected to grow by 3%. So this quantitative easing in monetary policy has been, of course, in combination with lower oil and commodity prices, has been instrumental in stabilizing sentiment and stabilizing activity in the euro area. Now, in the case of Greece, Greece has not been, and I'm talking about, mostly the most recent, if you like, developments, has been cut off of the normal liquidity provision operations of the European Central Bank, and as a result, the banking system depends currently on funding from the ELA facility, the Emergency Liquidity Assistance Facility, which provides credit which is much more expensive than in the rest of the euro area. In addition to that, if you look at bank rates, loan rates and deposit rates, you will see that bank rates, interest rates in Greece remain significantly higher than the rest of the euro area, especially in real terms, if you deflate those rates by the current inflation rate, which is negative. However, upon the completion of the upcoming bank recapitalization, which is expected to be completed by the end of this year, and upon completion of the first program review, we expect that the European Central Bank will reintroduce the so-called sovereign debt waiver for Greece, which means that the Central Bank will start again accepting government securities or government guaranteed securities pledged by domestic banks as collateral to allow domestic banks to participate again in not only in the QE program but also in the regular liquidity provision operations, and this will be a very positive signal for the domestic market and also will reduce funding costs for domestic banks and also allow banks to return into more positive, let's say, credit dynamics. So, assuming that political stability will continue, sentiment will stabilize further, and assuming a positive and successful completion of the bank recapitalization exercise, we expect that Greece will be in a better position to take advantage of the very significant easing of monetary policy in the euro area, and of course the additional easing, which is expected to be announced by the European Central Bank most probably before year end.
Thank you.